It's strange. I mean, the Sixers have been kind of an established like team at this point for a while. Like, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, they've had some moving pieces. They've had definitely different guys in there, but suddenly it seemed like at the end of the game, I'm not sure what lineup they really should be running with. Like, you got Furkan out there, and I mean, you got Seth starting. I don't know. It just didn't feel like they were making the Hawks pay for some where they could. Like, if you have Danilo Gallinari at the small forward position, someone has to be making him pay. What was happening was, and I mean, of course, Joel Embiid had possibly the worst game of his playoff career, probably. But what was happening was, they have a bad situation where they can't play guys like Ben Simmons and Dwight Howard together because that gives them two non-shooting threats. And suddenly, the Hawks are just leaving guys wide open. They're just leaving Ben wide open.
If I have a 6'9", 6'10", 6'11" point guard that I don't want to say is a generational talent, but this super talented player, big time slasher, athletic, strong, and the other team is playing Trae Young at the point guard position, you got to make Trae Young pay. Like, you can't just let this guy exist out there on the basketball floor. Like, you have a mismatch. You have to attack it. And maybe this goes back to Doc Rivers and not making the proper adjustments. I know people are really hard on Doc, but, at the same time, maybe some of this stuff is warranted. I still can't believe we have not seen a team consistently attack Trae Young. And I know Ben Simmons isn't always the most aggressive player, but I think we can all agree that when Ben Simmons is playing aggressive, playing downhill and looking to attack, he's his best because he's not necessarily a threat to score the ball in any other way. Otherwise, you just got a 6'9" guy that's just passing the rock around, which is great. But I mean, come on, you're Ben Simmons.
I don't know. In these moments, you need your head coach to really lock down on those X's and O's and make the proper adjustments if they want to pull out the series.
I mean, looking at the game, there are plenty of times, like you said, Coop, where Trae does end up on Ben Simmons. And the problem with Ben is, I mean, like, where is the improvement? He is dangerous. He is as dangerous as they come in open court. Like, when Ben Simmons is running and he has a fast break, like, yeah, he's going to make plays. He is going to, he could throw down. He could set up his teammates. However, in the half court, I mean, it's kind of, he gets very incredibly neutralized to the point where, again, he becomes a liability. He becomes someone that you can't play certain players with him. Like, I know I just mentioned Thybulle's name 20 times. However, it's tough for them both to play if Thybulle's not making his three.
I always have felt like the best passers are also threats to score the basketball. That's why, I like Ricky Rubio. I like Lonzo Ball. I love Lonzo Ball. Lonzo's amazing, right? But, he's not going to reach his full potential until he's scoring the ball consistently, until he's a threat. And that's what I love so much about Trae Young. You got to worry about where this guy is at all times. And even though Ben can't shoot, you can do other things to make yourself a threat on the basketball floor.
Yeah, you could attack the rim aggressively and consistently, which I think is, one of the main problems here is that Ben Simmons, when he's in transition, he'll look to score. His mindset is not always there at all. I mean, you've got Embiid spotting up at the top of the three-point line, and you've got Capella, guarding him out there. The basket is wide open at times where you can just take your defender and drive. I don't care if it's John Collins guarding you. I don't care who is guarding you. You're Ben Simmons. You're about 6'8". You're 6'9". You're long. You're athletic. You shoot 70% at the rim. I'm looking at it right now on Basketball Reference. He shoots 70% at the rim. Fucking take the ball and drive to the basket and shoot more. Like, he is absolutely neutralizing himself. You're right. The best passers are guys that you're always worried are going to score. If Ben is, putting up more closer to 16 to 18 to 20 a night, as opposed to the 11 points per game he's scoring right now in the playoffs?
Yeah, with Embiid.
14. All right. 14 points per game. Yeah. With Embiid, like that. I mean, that's down the stretch too. It's like Mike, you're right where the Sixers with their adjustments, I mean, Embiid's 0 for 12. He ends up 0 for 12 in the second half. You got figure something else out. It was not his night. At the end of the day, also, they're going to him in the post. He gets a charge. They go to him at the end of the game. He blows a layup. Whatever happens, I don't think it got tipped, but possibly. But, blows a layup. They throw it to him at the top of the key at a key possession, just pulls a three, misses. Other guys have to be scoring. Tobias Harris, 8 for 15. That's great efficiency. Shoot the ball more. Ben Simmons, 5 for 10. What is going on? Why are you letting Joel Embiid shoot 4 for 20? It wasn't his night. Other guys got to step up. I mean, that's why I'm not even, fully putting this on Embiid. He's hurt. They're giving him the ball nonstop. Sure, he wants it, but these other guys are not taking the opportunities that are given to them.
Yeah, he went 4 for 21 on the game. Yeah, he went 0 for 12 in the second half. He only finished with 18 points in the entire game. This is a man that's still dealing with a knee injury. He's really doing his best. You could tell that he's running on fumes there. And on top of that, he's still finding ways to contribute. My question is it enough though? If none of your stars, or I don't know if we're calling Tobias Harris a star, if none of your max contract players are showing up, I think Tobias Harris needs to start perceiving himself as, he's not an all-star, but he's a fringe all-star, as that guy that needs to step up and be that scoring threat in addition to Joel Embiid, if Joel Embiid has a knee problem, and if Ben Simmons is a non-factor because the game is slowed down.
Yeah, and he has that potential too. I mean, in game 1 against Washington, Tobias had 37 points in a 7-point win. You could clearly look at that and be Tobias was the main reason they won that game.
To be fair, Washington's defense is terrible too. But, you're right. The potential is there. I'm not. If you look,
I'm looking right now. Tobias Harris's 4 games this series. Yeah. Man is shooting 59% and averaging 21 points a game.
That tells me you're not shooting enough, right there.
Shoot the ball
that
more.
Tells me you shouldn't be shooting 59. I'm sorry, I don't.
Even towards the end of the game, yeah.
Yeah.
Even towards the end of the game, I don't know exactly the possession, but I remember Tobias had a look, and he just throws it to Embiid in the post. It's shoot, bro. I was getting frustrated.
I'm sure Embiid would love that, and I know Doc has urged Simmons to be more aggressive too. I know a few of Simmons' past coaches have urged Simmons to be more aggressive. Hopefully, in upcoming games, we see somebody else outside of Embiid step up.
We've said in past podcasts, where if your shot isn't falling, the most important thing is making an impact on the game in other ways, which he certainly does. I mean, at the end of the day, he's also providing rim protection. I mean, on a lot of those drives to the basket with Trae, with anyone, Embiid's right there. He's putting in full effort. The man's giving it everything he can on an injured leg, which unfortunately, it's the type of injury where it doesn't get better unless you give it a decent stretch of time, off, and could potentially require surgery. We're not even sure about that yet. He could require surgery in the offseason. So yeah, I mean, Tobias Harris, shoot the ball more. Ben Simmons, please be more aggressive. Drive to the, I don't get why he does not drive more. Just makes absolutely no sense to me, especially he shoots 70% at the rim. That is an awesome, insane number. These guys play with such high efficiency. It just feels like they force-fed Embiid. I get it. He was MVP candidate this year, but I mean, take some parts to just take some of his load. Pause. Yeah, to myself.
Take some of his load.
Take some of his load. Words of Michael Samba.
Yeah, so guys, we are capping off the giveaway to the first 40,000 subscribers that turn on our notifications for the Laced Up podcast. All you have to do to enter for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X is subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you want to do us a favor, leave a like on the pod and let me know in the comment section down below when it's done. You'll enter for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X.
If you're still here while the music is cued, here are 2 videos I think you are definitely going to enjoy. Make sure to click on one of them. Again, I know you're gonna love it. And other than that, have a great day and peace.